Y'all be thinking that a woman detaches, checks out, or gets resentful because it's some other man, is her girlfriend's in her ear, and for sure, that can happen. But 90% of the time, when you're dealing with a good woman, she's going to start detaching when she starts feeling like she's repeating herself over and over again, and ain't nothing changing. Like, this is to the fellas, but ladies, y'all vouch for me. Put facts down in the comments if we're speaking facts. But most times, 9 times out of 10, if that woman is starting to get a little bit disrespectful, or there's more delay in her responding to you, or she ain't as excited to see you come in the door, and all of these things that y'all come in my inbox, talking about, hey, these women out here, they be disrespectful too. I got a girl and she on this. I got a girl and she on that. Did she detach as a result of her repeating herself over and over again? Because before you come and complain to me as a man, I'm going to always check and see what you have done in response to the complaints your woman has had. Because your woman is a mirror. She's a reflection of you. That's the feminine energy. It's too much to get into right now. But if you are in a relationship with a woman that was once upon a time good, most times what you get out of her over time is going to be the result of what you bringing out of her. There are external circumstances. She's her own woman. She got her own internal environment. But how she deals with you, if you notice that everything else in her life, is operating pretty much the same, and how she shows up for friends, for work, etc. But with you, she roll her eyes the moment you start talking promises. She got an excuse every time that you want to connect or something like that. More than likely, she's starting to check out. And it's not because another man at work. It's not because the personal trainer. It's not because she on social media comparing everything or think you're supposed to be perfect. Especially if she's been telling you the exact same thing over and over and over again. She done came up with different ways to say it. She's articulate. She done checked herself on making sure she had the right tone and that she's been respectful to you. She done did everything she could. Her trying to communicate to you was really a privilege for you to get it right. That was an opportunity. But you caught it negativity and stress and disrespect and drama the whole time. That was a result of her hoping and expecting and desiring of you to change. But when a woman goes quiet, when she stops repeating herself, she's slowly taking that power away from you to impact her emotions. She's taking over the wheel. She let you be in the driver's seat. She let you have influence on how her day went. She let you have all of that. But the more you disappoint a woman, the more she learns to live without you. Again, sisters, if I'm speaking facts, put facts down in the comment section. To the man that needs to hear this, and then some of you ladies, y'all are sitting there wanting to beat yourself up because the version of you that's showing up in that relationship, this ain't you. You know this ain't you. You know this is not how you want to love. You find yourself trying to suppress. You find yourself holding back. You find yourself feeling like, what's the point? And you thinking that something is wrong with you? No. Not if you've been repeating yourself. Not if you've been giving that man every opportunity to get it right. I said this earlier. Don't be feeling guilty about leaving somebody when you gave them multiple chances to get it right. It's one thing if you just up and discarded, up and abandoned or something like that. Now that's different. But if you gave this man multiple chances to get it right, multiple weeks and months, you've practiced grace, you've practiced patience, you've practiced all of these different things. More than what you would need, vice versa, and probably what he would even give you if you needed it, vice versa, to get things right. And you finally say enough is enough, stop feeling bad. The real bad part was being in a relationship where he tried to establish a normal where you're just pouring, and he's not pouring back into your cup. So all you're doing is going empty trying to love him. That's the real bad. Everybody like to make it seem like the relationship is going downhill or the relationship is going left when they stop getting what they want. Never mind the impact on you not getting what you needed as you continue to give what they wanted. And yes, this is something I spoke on in the Alpha Male Masterclass, because 9 times out of 10, when a man cannot deliver, he may have the best intentions in the world. But if he cannot deliver in that relationship, that is an internal problem. It ain't even how he feel about you. It's the relationship he's established with himself. if he has not yet developed a certain level of conviction about his own promises and commitments and his name and his, what I call the relational reputation that he has, basically what comes to mind whenever you think of your man, if he doesn't have that on his own, that is a personal problem. That man has not yet done the work to evolve into the alpha male version of himself. And where a lot of women get caught up, a lot of women waste time, a lot of women block their own blessings, is in trying to motivate that man to become this alpha male version of himself, and he ain't gonna do it. Because it's something that's gotta happen internally. Comment the word secrets. I'll give you the whole breakdown of what it looks like when a man has truly done the work to become an alpha male. Not just when he talked like it, not just when he looks like it, but when I say alpha male, a principle-led alpha male, a safe-to-love alpha male, a family man, a leader, somebody who says what he means and means what he says, so there's nothing but alignment whenever he makes a promise. If that's the kind of man you're into and you want to skip the ghetto of the dating pool, comment the word secrets. I'll give you the secrets so you can attract alpha males only. A lot of y'all are good women, but you don't know how to get in position for your alpha male who's actually done the work to deserve you. And I broke it down in the masterclass, Secrets to Attracting Alpha Males Only. I also put the link down there, but I'll just send it to you for free. Comment the word secrets and I got you. But back to what I was saying. A lot of you dudes, you got a girl, she done communicated very clearly what would make the relationship better, what she's needed. You nod, you agree, you promise to change. Then you did absolutely nothing different. And whenever she went quiet, you thought that her silence meant that she finally just accepted your mediocrity, your bare minimum. But what you actually are witnessing is the beginning of her emotional exit strategy. She's going into self-preservation mode. Since you're not going to preserve her, since you're not going to protect her best interest, now she's got to make sure she's protecting herself. And you see, whenever a woman has to pull back and now protect herself, that's energy she can no longer invest in loving you. But even though you may now be realizing it or recognizing it, the detachment itself is not sudden. It's the result of months or maybe even years of trying to, you proving to her that her words don't matter to you. After you done had countless chances to listen, now you're about to learn what happens when she stops talking. Ladies, if you ever been in a situation, put I down in the comments. Put I down in the comments. Because they're going to think I'm just talking. But I see it every day. I see women who at the end of their rope, I asked them, okay, I really be trying to ride for my brothers. Like, hey, man, I'm talking to a girl that's got an issue. Hey, have you talked to him about this? Have you explained this to him? And maybe he never seen a woman like you. He never had a woman like you. They can usually give me 6 or 7 different ways, times, approaches that they've already used to get their point across. And now their heart's starting to pull away. Because every time that woman repeats herself, gives you another chance, you are throwing them all away like they're worthless. But every repeated conversation and her extending grace that you didn't deserve is slowly pulling away from you. Because now it's starting to look like her patience is weakness in your eyes. When in reality, it was her hope that you would finally hear her. She told you 20 different times your lack of communication hurts her, makes her feel alone. 20 different opportunities to show you cared enough to change, but you kept doing the same old thing, forcing her to have the same conversations over and over until she finally realized you ain't even listening. You just waiting on her to stop talking each time and then go back to getting things the way you wanted them to be while she's continuing to wait for you to finally come and meet her halfway. I got some people in here that's been through this. Her detachment is your consequence for treating her concerns like they're background noise instead of emergency alerts. Y'all like to wait until after the fact. Y'all like to wait until after there's no more pulse in the relationship. There's no more heartbeat. There's no more life left in the relationship to finally want to do CPR, to finally want to do something. So I'm telling you now, I know it ain't too many of y'all that's going to listen, but hey, hindsight 2020, maybe you'll come back to this conversation, but look, bro, when she's telling you what she needs, that's not her nagging. She's trying to save the relationship that you are actively destroying. Every ignored request that you are choosing to ignore is really you choosing your comfort over her connection. When she said, hey, we need to spend more quality time together, we need more dates together, we need more this and connection, and I need more undivided attention from you, that wasn't optional feedback. That was a relationship requirement. But you treated it like a suggestion that you could just ignore indefinitely. Now she's detaching because she finally understands that her needs will never be your priority. And again, this is extremely prevalent in those relationship dynamics with a man who on some level has not done the work to become the alpha male version of himself. Every man has the potential to be an alpha male, but not every man has the convictions to truly do the work and stop repeating the same patterns and not choosing comfort in their nonsense and mediocrity and bare minimum, and instead choosing their growth and their growth towards their full potential. Of course, taking their woman with them because that should be their purpose partner. I talked about this in the masterclass, but long story, man, if you want the full breakdown of how to recognize alpha males, true alpha males, so you don't have to waste time with anybody else pretending, comment the word secrets. I'll just send you the masterclass where I break it all the way down. Over 15,000 women have used those strategies so they could bypass all of this nonsense. I'm giving this as confirmation for the woman who's kind of on that cusp, on the fence about what she should do, thinking that she can change or she could wait a little bit longer or she could find another language to try to speak. It don't matter what language that you speak. If he's emotionally incompetent, he's emotionally incompetent. You can speak every love language there is. He's not going to understand you. Again, comment the word secrets if you want strategies to bypass all of this and skip to the VIP section of the dating pool, where those men who have actually put in the work, like you've put in the work on yourself, where they are. All you got to do is get in position. True alpha males are going to do the rest. But brother, you trained her to stop expecting you to change by proving over and over again that her words have zero impact on your actions. What do you think she's going to do? You think she's going to keep wasting her breath? Your consistent dismissal, it teaches a woman that communication with you is pointless. So she's going to stop talking because you stopped listening years ago. She's just catching up to you. She explained how your dismissive tone affected her and you kept being dismissive. She told you how your broken promises damaged her trust. You kept breaking them. She kept showing you exactly what was wrong. You showed her exactly how little you cared by changing nothing. And the funny thing is, a lot of y'all, when that house go quiet and she ain't talking so much anymore, you initially think, it's just peace and quiet now. Finally, she tired of arguing, because men who can't communicate think a woman who's expressing her needs is arguing. That's her accepting behavior that he's not going to change anyway. That ain't her accepting nothing. That's her planning her life without that behavior. Her silence isn't submission. It's preparation for independence. You better ask somebody. She's not fighting anymore because she's already mentally moved on. You think the relationship is better now because there's no more quote unquote drama, but she's not at peace with your behavior. She's at peace with her decision to stop tolerating it. And understanding that that's what comes with you. So to stop tolerating the behavior, that means you got to go too. So that calm that you're experiencing is her emotional divorce proceedings happening in real time. Ain't nobody else going to tell you this, so I will. Somebody need to. Your comfort zone became her danger zone. That's why she got silent, because now she has to evacuate. What felt normal to you was slowly killing her spirit and her self-worth. It ain't she stopped caring. It ain't that she stopped loving you. She just realized now she had to choose between loving you actively and loving herself. And she can only do one. She got to love herself. Because if she's loving you and you loving you, who's loving her? You got comfortable. That's all it is. It ain't that she got disrespectful or resentful or anything like that. You got comfortable with her unhappiness, comfortable with the status quo that worked for you but destroyed her. She realized that. And she realized that staying meant that she was accepting a life where her voice didn't matter and her happiness wasn't a priority. Come on. What did you expect? And again, for the woman who was watching this, and I know that attachment, it can have you saying, well, maybe if I try again, maybe if I talk to him again, maybe if I do this again. I'm going to tell you right now, you sitting here wasting your time repeating yourself to that man. And there are alpha males out here who will hear you the first time just fine. Not after years, not after deterioration, not after trauma, not after any of that. Not after you done lost opportunities, not after a baby or two done finally proven to you that that baby ain't going to change him. But the first time, you just got to be willing to do the work. I'm going to keep it real with you, to get in position. It don't matter how good you are. If you're not in position for the one who can appreciate that good and reciprocate that good in you, you got to get in position. And the positioning happens whenever you execute the strategies. Use the secrets that I teach in the masterclass. I made it free. So there's no excuse. Again, if you are serious about this, you ain't got to pay me nothing. It's free. I'll give you the step-by-step guide on how to attract alpha males only so you don't have to deal with this. Comment the word secrets. It's yours. Free. I'll send it to your inbox. Or click the link you see pinned down here in the comments. But if you just coming in, I'm going to say it again. A woman's detachment is not overnight. It's not sudden. It begins when she's tired of repeating herself. Ain't nothing changing. Every time that she got to repeat herself, she understands she's giving you another chance. But you throwing them all away like they ain't worth nothing. And now her detachment becomes the consequence for you treating her concerns like background noise instead of emergency alerts. That silence, that's not acceptance, that's preparation. Her calm isn't peace with your behavior, it's peace with her decision to stop tolerating it. You had the roadmap to her heart. You had the roadmap to keep her, but you chose comfort over change. Now she's choosing herself over you. And honestly, it's about time. Straight up. But those are just my thoughts. Y'all know I'm your internet big bro and I got your back. If this was helpful to you at all and you know that I spoke the truth, find a little arrow down here and hit the share button so you can bless somebody else in your timeline who also needs to hear this message. And that good karma gonna find you. And again, if you want a deeper dive, for those of y'all who are on the market for an alpha male, okay, comment the word secrets. I got you. Because I went in on the masterclass, Secrets to Attracting Alpha Males Only. I broke it down, how you can skip the part of the dating pool that got piss in it. Comment the word secrets if that's you and you want that masterclass absolutely free. Or click the link that's pinned down here in the comments. I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all be good.